suffered a hip pointer in the last game. It's just precautionary, should be ready in a few days, but no Marcus Bagley for the Sun Devils today. Underway from Houston, Frankie Collins with the first possession for the Sun Devils, 2-0 to start the season.
And Matt, Texas Southern has a tradition here at home. Fans do not sit down until they score their first basket. As you can see, the fans standing up here at H&P&E Arena. But they're on defense right now with that man press. They want to be able to force the ball in the corner and make them take long shots.
Long contested three off the mark. That's the new starter, Desmond Cambridge Jr., fifth-year senior from Nashville. He gets the start in place of Marcus Bagley. Bagley, who has dealt with injuries the last few seasons. Great basketball family. They're going to manage his workload today, and he will not play. Maybe ready to go against VCU in 3 days in the Legends Classic in Brooklyn. First 2 points for TSU.
And that was an excellent pass by Walker, being able to find the player cutting behind the basket. It looked like Barnes, number 2. Excellent job there. Nice execution in half-court set for the Texas Southern early on.
Offensive foul. Devin Cambridge called for that on the moving screen. And TSU gets going. There's PJ Henry, he's back. Missed the last game at 21 points at San Francisco, plus 5 steals in the season opener.
And PJ Walker's their floor general. We talked to Coach Jones before the game. He wants to see PJ get acclimated, get back used to getting his legs underneath him for his game. He's going to be their floor general, their 2-point guard and their leader. Once he goes, the offense goes.
Good feed inside. Henry setting up Carl Nicholas.
And just like that, Nicholas is in the scoring column, slamming the ball home in front of his home fans here at Texas Southern. Nicholas at 6'9", product out of Houston, Texas. You saw the athleticism of that on that last play.
Well, we've heard over the years of Nicholas, if he gets going early, watch out. He has an early dunk. Now a missed 3 from Devin Cambridge. Floater just off the mark for PJ Henry. Here come the Sun Devils with Frankie Collins. Highly regarded recruit, transfer from Michigan, lost it in the paint. Excellent defense. Davon Barnes. Out to Henry, reverse layup. And he'll go to the free throw line.
And right now, Texas Southern setting the pace on both sides of the court. Defense was helping them, but their offense is pushing it. Transitional play. They want to put pressure on this Sun Devils defense early in this first half. Give credit to P.J. Walker to be able to take the ball strong to the basket and draw the fouls for the Tigers.
Free throws coming from P.J. Henry. Here is the transitional moment for the Tigers.
See the move right here by P.J. going underneath the basket and be able to draw the foul against the defender. Smart play there by P.J. Henry.
2 early fouls for Devin Cambridge. So Cambridge gets a break, replaced by Luther Muhammad, 5th-year senior from Newark, New Jersey. 11 starts last year. 2 fouls in 2 minutes for Devin Cambridge.
Getting a visit here by Mr. Tiger here, the Texas Southern Tigers mascot. Excited to see us in the booth.
Desmond Cambridge Jr. lost his dribble. Out top for Alfonso Gaffney. Hands off for Frankie Collins. Collins off the mark from deep. Rebound clear by Davon Barnes. ASU, quiet start offensively. Gilliam off to the right wing. Inside to Nicholas, lost the handle. Still TSU basketball. Well, that's the reputation for Arizona State. How do they win 7 of their last 9 Pac-12 games to close the season? With a good defensive identity. They like to be in your face. The backside of that, though, Lemont, is foul trouble. They had foul trouble against Tarleton and Northern Arizona. It's that fine line you can't cross.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough fine line, too, Matt. You cannot cross that line, get in foul trouble, especially on the road against a very athletic team like Texas Southern. They want to play aggressive defense, but you got to play smart defense as well and not get in foul trouble early.
Missed 3 from Henry off a screen. Here come the Sun Devils. And Frankie Collins, sophomore from Sacramento. Corner 3 from Muhammad is short.
Right now, the Sun Devils cannot buy a basket on the road here. They want to shoot the ball well, and they're also a cold start offensively. If you're Texas Southern Coach Jones, you got to like the fact that you're controlling the rebounds to be able to set the pace and control the clock here in front of your home fans.
Davon Barnes out of Collierville High School in Memphis. Driving on the baseline. Some contact, no call. ASU back the other way. Contested three off the mark. Miss from Desmond Cambridge Jr. Jordan Gilliam sets up for TSU. Exploding into the paint. Extra step of travel. We see the explosiveness there from P.J. Henry.
Yeah, P.J. Henry back in the game. Back from injury. You can see that he has fresh legs. You see, as he goes to the baseline, draws in two defenders, drops it off to Barnes, as Barnes takes one too many steps, call for the traveling call on that last play.
Frankie Collins, Coronado High School in Nevada. Transfer from Michigan, was in the Sweet 16 last year, a big role on that Michigan team. Had 14 points in the first round against Colorado State. Played 30 minutes when Michigan beat Tennessee in the second round to reach the Sweet 16. He was injured most of last year, only played 3 games. The year prior, limited by calf injuries and a sprained ankle, withdrew from the NBA draft. But you figure it's a pretty good core at the guard position with Collins and Horn, and then a 6'8" Marcus Bagley.
Yeah, but Coach Hurley right now, Matt, you got to be frustrated offensively. 0 for 5 from the field. They're not really hitting the ball from shooting well from the outside. They got to find a groove here against Texas Southern's aggressive defense.
A foul with 1 second left on the shot clock after Collins drove and dished to Warren Washington. Great to see them get in the paint. It felt like in the first 4 minutes, Lemon, they were settling for the threes.
Yeah, they were really relying too much on the outside shooting. You see right here as they aggressively go to the basket. They're going to start earning the points the old-fashioned way, and that's at the free throw line to get back into this game and find some kind of offensive groove here early on in this first half.
Warren Washington, one of 2 transfers from Nevada. Desmond Cambridge Jr. the other. The Strike is a do-it-all defender.
DJ Horn comes into the game, number 0, their top scorer for the first couple of games. Dropped 25 points the last game. Efficient scorer and shooter from the outside. Hope he can bring that spark off the bench for the Sun Devils.
Washington, the 7-foot senior from Escondido, California, makes both free throws. Arizona State's on the board. Jordan Gilliam. Up for John Walker III. From Missouri City, just southwest of Houston. Mid-range is short. Rebound falls to DJ Horn. Quickly outlet. Lost initially by Alfonso Gaffney. Luther Muhammad. Resets with DJ Horn. Horn a step back 3 off the mark.
Bad first shot there by DJ Horn. Kind of rushed it. Put a little bit too much muscle behind that shot as well. Off on his first 3-point attempt. And what Texas Southern want to do is catch Nicholas one-on-one position. Opportunities to drive to the basket with missed opportunity there with the block shot.
Warren Washington with the block. Tough finish, but off the rack rim. Frustration building for Frankie Collins.
You see here in this replay here, watch Nicholas at 6'9" try to make a move to the basket, but an excellent job there with the block by Arizona State. Warren Washington blocking the rim protector for Arizona State, as you can see right there over the back hall over P.J. Henry.
Arizona State 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc here in the first half.
Ice cold. Your coach Bobby Hurley, you got to be frustrated offensively, but with his experience as a player, now as a coach, he's going to let his team play through it, and hopefully they can get that spark here throughout this first half.
Davon Barnes uses the screen, poked away, a steal for Arizona State. Muhammad with the flush. 11 starts last year, 5th-year senior from New Jersey.
Excellent job there by Muhammad, defensively stealing the ball from Texas Southern and slamming it home on the road.
Straightaway 3 right there. John Walker III, 5th-year senior out of Fort Bend Marshall High School.
Yeah, John Walker III had 7 points last game, and he's also 3 points here with the big 3-pointer for the Tigers. He's a guy, he's a stretch four, can shoot it from the outside. We saw that on the last play.
Great explosiveness from DJ Horn, preseason All Pac-12 second team, has the 5th most points from all the returning players in the Pac-12, averaged 13 points per game. 8-6 Tigers. Knocked away again, another steal on the perimeter. TSU must be more careful with the basketball straightaway 3-point area.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. You got to protect the basketball. You got to be able to understand where the hands are coming from. Quick hands to knock the ball out of Nicholas to give it back to Arizona State. You see this replay here. Nice steal there by Muhammad. But watch, he elevates at 6'3" and slams the ball home for the Sun Devils here on the road in Houston, Texas.
Muhammad averaged 5 points in 19 minutes per game last year. Nunez gets an opportunity. Highly touted guard from Texas, the only Texan on this roster. Garden Bridge, Texas, Wagner High School. Pull up for Muhammad is off the mark. TSU basketball, it was knocked away by Enoch Boachi.
And it just feels like there's no flow offensively for Arizona State. Arizona State, the Sun Devils. It just feels like they're just standing around. Everyone's watching one guy back, dribble the basketball, and try to make a play. You got to have some kind of flow offensively in a half-court set against this aggressive Texas Southern defense.
Good passing on the perimeter. Corner three. Off the mark.
Good steal.
Arizona State basketball after the miss from Grayson Carter, fifth-year senior from Dallas.
John Walker thought he had a steal on that one. Got to be slick. Got to get it from the backside. Missed 3 opportunities there for the Tigers, and watch Walker comes in from the backside and try to knock it out. The ball goes back to Arizona State.
Moderate full court pressure here from Henry, making it difficult and a reach-in foul called as he guarded Austin Nunez.
And that's where P.J. Henry gets in trouble. Sometimes when we talk about foul trouble, Matt, is that he's a little bit too aggressive in the full court press. You want to bring pressure and get the point guard to change direction, but you do not want to reach in and pick up silly fouls or have miscues like that if you're P.J. Henry. Got to play a little bit smarter basketball. He's off to the bench now for Coach Jones.
Muhammad for Boachi. Brennan in the game. Sets a screen. Another miss.
Texas Southern's done a really good job by closing the passing lane, especially on that last series match. You see Arizona State didn't have any pass lane to be able to pass the ball to any teammate. Another traveling call against John Walker. But Texas Southern defensively, I like the way they play in the passing lane, taking away those opportunities. We'll watch Johnny Walker right here. John Walker, too many steps, didn't establish his pivot foot, all for the travel.
8-6 Texas Southern. There are 12 minutes left in the first half. Muhammad attacking. Through a foul.
Defensively, was able to work the ball in and get going and put up 8 points. You got to give Arizona State credit as well. They've been able to fight back into this game. They got off to a very close start offensively, relying too much on the outside shooting. But they're trying to make points and produce points the old-fashioned way at the free throw line and driving in the paint.
Luther Muhammad, 6'3", fifth-year senior from Newark, New Jersey. Went to Hudson Catholic. 11 starts last year. He's an excellent free throw shooter. 83% from the line last season. Coach Hurley has said we have tremendous depth this year. Very intense practices. A 2-0 start. After today, they head to Brooklyn for the Legends Classic against VCU. Another turnover.
Looks like the offensive foul called on 25 Carter. You can see right here setting up the pick. As he really wasn't set. You got to get set, and it seems like the official called the offensive charge on Carter.
Grayson Carter, fifth-year senior. The offensive foul. Now it's Nunez, the only Texan on this roster. 4-star recruit, was the number 55 overall recruit, and here he turns it over.
Yeah, if you're Coach Hurley right now, you got to be frustrated. Miscues and missed opportunities. Nunez come in, just felt like he was going to bring some energy and just dribble the ball right out of bounds back to Texas Southern.
Jordan Gilliam went to College Park High School and the Chris Walker Academy here in Houston. Wears 11. The maroon and gray. Inside, a turnaround off the glass from Grayson Carter using his 6'10" frame.
Excellent job by Grace Carter. You can see that he had the balance and had the leverage to be able to take advantage of the defender on that last play. Spun right to the right side to be able to knock it off the glass for Texas Southern.
Nunez leaves it for Horn. Another offensive foul. Be careful setting a screen today because these officials are going to call a moving screen every time.
Yeah, they're calling it tight early on here. You can see Carter right there with the spin move away from the defender to the basket. Excellent job with the jump hook. You can see right there and watch here as Horn tried to go around, call for the offensive foul against Arizona State. They're calling it tight here early on in the first half.
Isaiah Marin, junior from Phoenix, out of Indian Hills High School, began his career at New Mexico. 6'5" guard. Here he is on the ball. No look bounce pass inside. A miss for a good look there for Carl Nicholas.
Here, Nicholas had to step on the defender on the first move, but he decided to spin back away from the defender and really help the defender be able to recover and block the shot. Good job there by the defender for Arizona State.
Luther Muhammad gets a screen, tries a three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound pulled in by Warren Washington. Spinning in the paint. It's Gaffney. Pulls it out now for Luther Muhammad. Great defense from TSU. Carry it is the call.
Yeah, Muhammad's call for palming the basketball, carrying the ball. You see right here in this replay as Muhammad try to make some move to the left and cuts back. Watch, he carries the ball right there. Call for carrying and palming the ball. They're calling that a lot now on the collegiate level. You saw a lot of that throughout the NBA too, guys palming the basketball, but it's really been enforced here in the college level now. Calling for palming the basketball for Arizona State.
Each team with 5 turnovers in the first half. Isaiah Marin runs the offense here for TSU. Carter. Back for Marin.
Look at the spacing right now for Texas Southern offensively in the half-court set. They want to be able to create lanes to be able to go to the basket and drop it off to Nicholas just like that.
Shuffled the feet. Another travel called on Carl Nicholas.
The defense collapsed on Carl Nicholas right when he got on the basket. You see in this replay here as his ball is dropped off. Watch the defense from Arizona State collapse right there. The double team, which forced him to take one more step and call for the traveling call.
ASU in the paint. Left-handed finish. Beautifully done there from Frankie Collins.
Quick step there by Collins. Nice move there to be able to beat the defender and get to the basket for Arizona State. They're finding a way to get back into this game. Don't look down, but it's tied up 10-10.
Collins, a former 4-star recruit. Big role at Michigan last year. Deep three off the mark. Zyterius Mortal with the miss. Freshman in the game. A foul right before the baseline. Or maybe he just tipped out. Beg your pardon. It's ASU ball as we see that pass and it's knocked out. It was Zyterius Mortal, freshman from Alexandria, Virginia, from Sunrise Christian. Number 12 of the maroon and gray. Good inbounds play. An easy finish for Warren Washington.
Yeah, Warren Washington gets the drop-off pass and be able to get the tap-in or jump in right there for Arizona State. Give them their first lead here on the road. Here in Houston, now by 2 points. Arizona State has found a way to get back into this game the old-fashioned ways. Their offense hasn't been really pretty, but they've been working throughout this first half.
First lead for Arizona State, mishandled by Isaiah Marin. Dayon Barnes returns. And John Walker III both return. 7 turnovers now for Texas Southern. Frankie Collins scored 14 points, a career high against Colorado State in the first round of the tournament last year. 30 minutes as Michigan beat Tennessee in the second round of the tournament. Nice use of the glass. Desmond Cambridge Jr. for ASU.
Okay, Cambridge Jr., the 6'4" guard, was able to kiss the ball off the backboard there. The bank is open on a Sunday afternoon. Give credit to Arizona State for being able to push this lead down to 4 points.
Extra pass for TSU. Tough inside. And a missed dunk on the follow from Carl Nicholas. Another travel.
Good Coach Jones right now.
Johnny Jones, 5th year at Texas Southern, 22nd year overall, Division I head coach, including 5 years at LSU. Back-to-back NCAA tournament runs for TSU, trying to get back there for a 3rd straight year. A miss inside from Warren Washington, but an offensive rebound. Corner 3 is there from DJ Horn.
And if you're Coach Jones right now, you're frustrated offensively, now defensively, missing 2 opportunities there. Nicholas had a chance to grab the rebound, but DJ Horn, their top scorer from Arizona State, got the ball and knocked down the tray ball for the Sun Devils here to be able to push this lead down to 7 points.
9-0 run for Arizona State. Isaiah Marin, open corner 3. Off the back iron. Offensive rebound pulled in by Walker III.
Yeah, finally Texas Southern get back into the scoring column. They went cold offensively, and now if you're Texas Southern defensively, they've been playing really good press man defense against Arizona State. Let's see if that shot really can help them get back into the groove of things here in front of their home fans.
Gaffney, top of the key. Collins runs it down. A steal and an outlet. Carl Nicholas with the layup.
Right on cue there. I talked about Texas Southern playing really good press man coverage. And right there, they get the steal, being able to transition the basketball. Nice play there by their top scorer and top producer, Carl Nicholas. You can see right here in this replay. Look at the steal. Look at the press man defense by Texas Southern. Good reach in there by Nicholas. But watch the athleticism at the 6'9" forward. Goes down the court, coast to coast with the layup for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Second steal today for Texas Southern. DJ Horn will inbound. Guarded by Jordan Gilliam. Frankie Collins. 21 points in his Arizona State debut against Tarleton in the opener. DJ Horn uses a screen. Misses the deep 2.
Texas Southern did a really good job on that last series match. They want to keep the ball above the 3-point line, keep that pressure on them. Really good job here to force DJ Horn to take a rush shot and get the long rebound.
Nicholas underneath. No travel that time. It's an and 1.
And I tell you, Carl Nicholas is a man-child down there, down low for the Texas Southern Tigers at 6'9", 220. Watch the grass student go to work as he spins to the basket. Gets bumped there. Another bump. Well, look at the athleticism and the strength by Nicholas to be able to finish strong for the Texas Southern Tigers to be able to get an and 1 and a 3-point opportunity at the free throw line.
Horn goes to the bench for ASU. Nicholas, 5th-year senior, went to Dawson High School in Pearland, just south of Houston. Top returning rebounder from last year. He had 9 boards in a loss against Texas Tech. Averaging 6.5 points, 6 rebounds per game so far this season.
Texas Southern has tied the game back up at 17 all. Give credit to their defense. I really think their press man defense is really helping them produce offensive points late here in the first half.
Muhammad slashing, uses the window for 2.
Nice move there by Muhammad. He's really their offensive weapon right now late in this first half. He brought that energy off the bench, and Coach Bobby Hurley got to like his effort.
6 points for Muhammad. Good ball fake. Another steal for Arizona State. It's Collins. Missed the dunk. Rebound pulled in by Walker III. A teardrop in the lane off the mark. And it's TSU basketball. The miss from Davon Barnes.
Man, the pace picked up on the last couple of series. You can see here. Watch this here as Muhammad goes to the basket. He gets the layup in off the glass. But watch Collins as he tried to elevate on the roll and missed the opportunity and missed the slam dunk for Arizona State.
Good defending from Brennan. He got the steal, kept it in play. Here's Gaffney. Dribbles off his foot. Had an eye to his right for Luther Muhammad. Dribble went wayward. TSU ball.
Yeah, missed opportunities there for Arizona State. You can see right here, good pass. If Gaffney tried to make some moves at guard/forward at forward/center at 6'9", didn't look athletic on that last play.
Alfonso Gaffney, senior from Cleveland. 24 starts last year. Big-time shot blocker. Had 38 blocks last season, including 5 blocks at Stanford. Sun Devils up by 2. Two-man game here on the left wing. Gordon Gilliam. Nicholas draws a double team. A missed close range shot there from Walker III. Collins, contested three, halfway down. And then an offensive foul over the back as Duke Brennan went for the rebound.
And it just, we talked about the keys to victory for Arizona State on the road. They talked about shooting well from the outside. And right there on the last series, we saw that they cannot hit the outside shot here early on in Houston. For some reason, they're not finding the basket or finding their shot from the outside three-pointer. They're a three-point shooting team, and they're struggling right now in this first half.
Gaffney goes to the bench. Devin Cambridge returns for ASU. John Walker III, jump stop. Tough shot. Rebound pulled in by Frankie Collins. Nice work in transition defense. Zyterius Mortal got a hand in the passing lane.
Yeah, Mortar, the freshman out of Alexandria, just really getting back there and keeping his hands active in the passing lane.
Mortal had a nice night against Texas Tech. 12 points, 5 of 12 from the field, plus 4 rebounds in 19 minutes. Right in front of us, he nearly has a steal.
Man, I tell you, this freshman is all over the place.
Going shoulder to shoulder with Collins. Luther Muhammad to inbound. Frankie Collins. Motion here from Arizona State. Reverse layup is missed. Here come the Tigers. Exploding for the flush. Zyterius Mortal.
I tell you, he looked like a freshman, but he slam dunks like a senior. Good job there by Mortal, be able to finish strong for Texas Southern in front of their home fans.
Looking immortal with that leaping ability.
That's a good one there, Matt.
John Walker III, Mortal, heating up. Missed it. Loose ball at midcourt. Picked up. Cambridge Jr. alley-oop! Thrown down by Devin Cambridge.
And that's what you want to see from Arizona State here on the road. They're a high-flying transitional basketball team. Coach Bobby Hurley and the bench is up right now as they send an alley-oop right down the throat of Texas Southern's defense.
Mortal will use the screen. 7 to shoot.
And Matt, Arizona switches up their defense real quick. They back to the man, but they're switching up to a 2-3 zone to confuse Texas Southern.
Contested three, offensive rebound for Nicholas. He goes uncontested and is fouled.
Excuse me, with the slammed up for Texas Southern. But here comes Cambridge Jr. with the alley-oop back for Arizona State. Man, I can tell you, I'm excited. Things are starting to pick up here. I can't wait for the second half as things start to unfold for both teams.
Free throw missed by Carl Nicholas, and we saw it on the replay. You saw it in real time. Desmond Cambridge Jr., the no-look alley-oop on the throwdown for Arizona State.
Yeah, Matt, when you see the no-look coming, you already know something funky is going to happen. Man. The elevation of Cambridge Jr. was able to slam it home for Arizona State. Got Bobby Hurley out of the seat and got him up and his teammates as well off the bench cheering for Arizona State here on the road.
Nicholas makes 1 of 2. He has 8 points for TSU. More good defending from Mortal.
I tell you one thing, Mortal's a very aggressive defender. Coach Jones got to like what he's seeing out his freshman here early for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Mortal with the reach-in foul.
But then again, you can be a little too aggressive and call for the foul. But you got to like the effort from Mortal. I mean, this young man is playing phenomenal, getting a lot of playing time for Texas Southern. You can see right there, the ball goes a little too high, but watch Mortal reach in right there and call for the foul for Texas Southern.
Just what you want from the second unit. He brings the energy at the defender position. 12 points to Texas Tech. And now free throws coming for TJ Horn. Preseason all Pac-12 second team. Second year at ASU after 2 years at Illinois State. Had a great game. 23 points, 6 boards, 3 assists against Oregon last year. Austin Nunez returns for the Sun Devils. Horn had 25 points against Northern Arizona. 7-11 from the field, 4 of 6 from deep, plus 7 of 9 from the free throw line.
Actually count the basket there. It looks like Nicholas got up as the ball was still in the cylinder. Called for tapping the ball into the basket. The ball was going in anyway, so they just gave the points to Arizona State.
Good ball movement here from TSU. Mid-range pull-up missed by Davon Barnes.
And Matt, give credit to Arizona State. They switched up their defense, going with the 2-3 zone to be able to confuse Texas Southern defensively. Their defense has really helped them get back into this game and keep a 6-point lead. Even though they struggle early on offensively, Arizona State and Coach Bobby Hurley has to be happy defensively what he's seeing from his team, switching up to the zone and confusing Texas Southern.
Desmond Cambridge Jr. missed the three. Another offensive rebound. Kept in play here by Davon Barnes.
Oh, traveling.
Another travel. Carl Nicholas shuffled the feet in the paint.
You see right there, one too many steps. Got happy feet there from the grad student and Carl Nicholas, 6'9".
Desmond Cambridge Jr. goes to the bench for Arizona State. It's Frankie Collins running the offense. He can score, he can pass. They think they'll be at their best when Frankie Collins is a facilitator this season.
Yeah, because you have DJ Horn, number 0, right there with the basketball, knocking down three-pointers and really efficient shooter from the outside, scoring 25 points the last game. Came off the bench today, and he's brought that energy for Arizona State to help them get the lead and get back into this game.
Jordan Gilliam here for TSU, into the paint. Draws the foul. That was Enoch Boachi, who was caught in no man's land here with his back to the basketball, just threw his hands up.
He felt Gilliam coming. He didn't know which direction he was going. He just threw his hands up and still called for the foul.
Boachi, a big piece inside, 6'10" sophomore center out of Brampton, Ontario. Coach Bobby Hurley's had a pipeline from Ontario, Canada over the years. Boachi goes to the bench, replaced by the local kid, Duke Brennan, out of Gilbert, Arizona. First 3 years at Perry High School before transferring to Hillcrest Prep.
And Matt, what Texas Southern really needs to do going into the second half is all the little things, like hit free throws, being able to take advantage of opportunities at the free throw line and make points, being able to not have so many turnovers and miscues in order for them to get back into this game. Athletically, we didn't see throughout this first half that Texas Southern can compete with Arizona State, the Sun Devils, but it's the little things that Coach Jones needs to tell his team at halftime to make those adjustments to get back into this game and get the lead back. Hit the free throws, try to take advantage of transitional play and full court press, but also being able to execute the half-court offense. With that zone defense really confusing them, that's the reason why Texas Southern is struggling offensively late in this first half. Took the lead here, has been holding the lead now for 8 points. Texas Southern, to me, I feel like cooled off offensively. I talked about Arizona State switching to the 2-3 zone and confusing them offensively. But it's the little things that's really hurting Texas Southern right now. They're athletically can compete with Arizona State. It's the little things that's going to get them back to this game and hopefully a victory in front of their home fans.
Jordan Gilliam for TSU. Out to John Walker III. Spin move and the roll for John Walker III.
John Walker III, 6'9", grad student, got the shooter with touch and bounce there. Much needed basket.
Friday night they lost at home to UC Irvine.
Wow.
Just shows Lemont this time of year anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's still early on in the season. Teams still building chemistry and continuity, especially on the road. If you're Arizona State, you know, you're going to be in the thick of things in the hunt in the Pac-12. But they got their hands full against the Texas Southern team right now.
Great denial defense. John Walker III with the steal. With the pull-up. A great finish from John Walker III. Numbers from the first half.
You can see right there, points off bench points is real huge for Arizona State as they got out to that cold start offensively, producing 13 points off the bench. One of the guys that really brought that energy for them was DJ Horn off the bench to help them get him back into this game and get the lead.
Here we go in the second half. Texas Southern in the maroon and gray. Arizona State in the black and golds. First possession. Too heavy off the window from Carl Nichols, but another offensive rebound. Straightaway three. P.J. Henry.
Excellent job. P.J. Henry got in some foul trouble earlier in the first half, so he spent majority of that first half on the bench. But Coach Jones goes right back to P.J. Henry as he knocks down the three-pointer early in this second half to be able to cut this lead down by 1 point.
Traveling the call. Warren Washington, a transfer from Nevada. He was excellent last year, 61% for the field, averaged 7 rebounds per game, led the Wolfpack in both categories. Started his career at Oregon State before going to Nevada. Now he's at Arizona State. Davon Barnes. Jordan Gilliam off a screen, hits the three.
And just like that, Texas Southern is back into the lead with that three-pointer by Gilliam, the 6'6" grad student, knocking down a huge three-pointer for the Texas Southern Tigers. I'm telling you right now, Matt, they're feeding off that first half momentum. They're carrying on to the second half. Excellent shooting from the outside for the Texas Southern Tigers.
Offensive rebound, but a missed putback from Warren Washington after Devin Cambridge had the first miss. TSU was 2 for 6 from deep in the first half. Here in the second, 2 for their first 3 after that miss, but a no-look pass after an offensive rebound. Davon.
You can see right there in this stars break, the pass from Gilliam down low to the freshman to be able to finish off with that layup. I mean, they're stepping up and rotating the basketball, and they're filling it offensively. Consecutive three-pointers, back-to-back three-pointers, and that field goal right there has really helped Texas Southern get back into this game and get control of the game and also the lead by 4 points.
8 unanswered points for TSU out of the timeout, out of the halftime. And another travel is called. It was a rebound for Barnes. He may have shuffled the feet after the missed 3 from DJ Horn.
He explained himself to the official right there. He felt like he was bumped, which forced him to be fall back and travel, but give the ball to Arizona State.
Thirteenth turnover for TSU. Arizona State already with 15 points off TSU turnovers. Muhammad in the paint. Acrobatic dish. Miss offensive board. And free throws coming. Duke Brennan in the game, 6'10". He's from Gilbert, Arizona, right near Tempe. First 3 years at Perry High School before transferring to Hillcrest Prep. A 4-star prospect.
Good hustle there by Arizona State, not giving up on the play. They're big, to be able to work down low. They got to fight and get back into this game. They're going to get back to what they did earlier on in the first half, and that's the old-fashioned way of earning points at the free throw line to be able to cut down this momentum and lead for Texas Southern. I mean, Coach Bobby Hurley called the timeout for a reason. He wants these guys to be dogs down low and keep fighting and not give this game away to Texas Southern.
Brennan makes 1 of 2. He played for Oakland Soldiers, a well-known AAU team. And he stays home to play at ASU. Here's P.J. Henry. Has 2 screens at the top of the key. Off those screens comes Davon Barnes. Barnes lost it.
There it is.
Picked up by Austin Nunez, and a layup here for Luther Muhammad.
Good job there for Arizona State defense. Set the tone there defensively by Muhammad. But the defense is still and also reward him at the end with the layup. So, again, Arizona State's going to get back into this game, Matt, the old-fashioned way. It's going to start defensively, being able to put pressure on Texas Southern and take advantage of those opportunities.
He passed up the 3. He gets to the paint. Will get to the free throw line. Carl Nicholas will shoot 2. Now 6 steals for Arizona State.
See right here as Nicholas goes to the basket. Actually got pushed there and drew the foul before the shot was up. Talked about Texas Southern doing the little things in the first half to be able to win this game in the second half. It starts at the free throw line, and there it is, the grad student and Nicholas, Carl Nicholas, the senior/grad student at 6'9", knocking down his first free throw.
That's the 3rd personal foul on Enoch Boachi. So he goes to the bench. Second free throw missed. He is replaced by Warren Washington. 4 players on ASU with 2 fouls. Boachi has 3. Some guys with potential foul trouble in the second half to monitor. Horn in the paint. Mid-range with the right hand.
Man, he's silky smooth right there offensively. DJ Horn getting the ball and cutting through the defender. Getting through the traffic and then actually getting the layup. Actually the jumper off. Running jumper off there. DJ Horn is their go-to guy in this score. He's going to have a huge second half for them on the road.
9 points for Horn. 3 of 7 from the field. Entry pass. Good pass inside. A rejection from the backside for Brennan. Free throws coming.
I tell you, I like the effort I'm seeing and the grit from Carl Nicholas, the senior grad student. He's doing all the work. He's their workhorse down low. Look at the replay right here. 3 defenders around Nicholas. He's showing heart and determination. He'll still get that basketball up for Texas Southern. Coach Jones liked his effort. He talked highly of him, said offensively he'll figure it out. Struggled the last couple of games early on in the season. Right now, he's put the Texas Southern Tigers offense on his back at the free throw line.
Misses the first one. A big rebounding edge for TSU, 27-18 as he misses the second. Rebounds were not a problem against Tarleton. ASU finished the game on a 12-2 run, dominated the glass 54-38. They trailed by 7 with 3 minutes left, but finished strong to beat Tarleton. Nunez for Horn. Horn into a double team. ASU ball.
DJ Horn with Bell.
Arizona State fans in the house, part of this SWAC HBCU Legacy Series. The Pac-12 and the SWAC on a basketball, educational, and scheduling partnership will feature first of its kind annual home and home series between member institutions. Rebound there from Nicholas. So as part of that, women's team for ASU hosted Grambling earlier this month. Great to see some back and forth competition with Grambling beating Colorado on the men's side on Friday. Block inside. 3-pointer missed. Rebound from Washington after he had the block earlier in the possession.
Yeah, Walker's first missed shot there. Oh, good shot. Good shot there for Arizona State.
Austin Nunez from deep. It's the only Texas kid coming back for this one for Arizona State. The 4-star recruit out of Wagner High School in Garden Ridge.
Homecoming for Nunez, a freshman, knocking down a huge 3-pointer for Arizona State, giving them the 3-point lead here in the second half.
Washington clearing the glass again. He's been a defensive presence the last few possessions with a swat and a couple rebounds. ASU now 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. First 3 points today for Nunez.
And Matt, what we're seeing is better spacing right now offensively in the half-court set for Arizona State to be able to create open lanes to the basket and also shot opportunities as Nunez, the freshman, with the basketball.
Rejected. John Walker III turns him away.
There it is.
Walker III missed it. He had his shot blocked by Warren Washington. Nunez, right wing 3, short. TSU ball.
You see the drawing right there between 2 players, Nicholas and Brenham. Nicholas is getting into his face saying, hey, you fouled me on the last play, but here's Nunez, the freshman, hometown block. Hometown kid coming back to the state of Texas, got blocked there by John Walker III. Things are getting a little chippy on the floor here between Nicholas and company. And teams are playing competitive basketball in there, man. We see guys flying around, jumping on the floor, making plays. And 2 competitive teams right now as both teams want to be able to get this victory.
3 return for Arizona State. Collins, Devin Cambridge, and Alfonso Gaffney for the Sun Devils. First time we've seen full court press from ASU. They just show it, and then they back off as PJ Henry walks it up. Went to Shadow Creek High School down near Pearland, south of Houston. 21 points at San Francisco, plus 5 steals for PJ Henry in the season opener last week.
Good matchup right here. John Walker III being able to get down low and pass it to his teammates.
Jump stop leads to a foul. See, Davon Barnes wants to make sure he's going to the free throw line. He asked the ref 3 or 4 times. Shooting 2, right?
Yeah, Barnes, a sophomore here. You can see cutting and slicing through the defenders there. Good job there. Draw the foul and get to the free throw line. I'm going to repeat myself and say Texas Southern is going to win this game at the free throw line. They got to do the little things and hit the free throws. Free opportunities to get points. You cannot continue to miss free throws and think you're going to beat Arizona State at home. To Coach Jones, you got to keep preaching. Make the free throws in front of your home fans, and hopefully we can get this victory.
Makes 1 of 2. Our officials today: Chuck Jones, Keith Kimball, Barrett Hammond. Well, Arizona State, very good at the line today, 9 of 10. They've struggled from the line this season, uncharacteristic from them. Looking at some of their players from last year, the returning scorers. Foul underneath. P.J. Henry called for the foul.
See right here, Collins goes to the basket, drops it down to the teammate. Slight foul right there by P.J. Henry. He has to be careful. He picked up 2 quick fouls early in the first half. Went to the bench and sat majority of the first half out. Coach Jones, you need your senior point guard in the game throughout the second half because it's going to be competitive down to the wire.
Henry just picked up his 3rd on the prior possession, and now another foul against TSU.
I want to say this is on Barnes right here. You can see right there in our shot, in our frame. He's coming across Muhammad. Took a shot there by Barnes.
Devon Barnes fouls Muhammad. Straight up 3 off the mark. Loose ball picked up. Bobby Hurley shouting at the officials. He thought that was a 3rd foul in a row against TSU.
Good control pace right there by P.J. Henry, the senior. He's the floor general for Texas Southern. Don't want to rush anything in the half set. You want to set it up to be able to force it down low to your bigs. Maybe you can find John Walker on the outside or number 25 for Texas Southern as well. Carter's doing well on the low post.
Last foul on Barnes was his 2nd. 2 to shoot for Henry, and it's blocked. Shot clock violation. Good defending. Frankie Collins, who blocks P.J. Henry.
Yeah, I did all that talking for Collins to say, well, let me go ahead and block this shot and play defense against P.J. Henry. You can see right there, as he gets into the lane, Collins said not against our defense as he knocks away P.J. Henry's shot, giving the ball back to his offense.
Here we see Collins. He and Horn play well together. Collins takes it to the basket to finish. 21 points in his debut against Tarleton. Averaging 13 points in 34 minutes of the first 2 games. He has 6 points today. But Arizona State, they want him to be more of a facilitator. He has the option to score, an option to pass. He had 8 assists against Northern Arizona, and they blew them away.
I can tell you one thing. You want him to be a facilitator. Coach Bobby Hurley on the road wants him to be a scorer. And they're in a really competitive game against Texas Southern. Collins doing a really good job by hiding the basketball, but also getting to the rim to be able to finish off that layup for Arizona State.
Bounce pass inside. Miss layup from Grayson Carter. Had a good look. Couldn't finish. Collins distributing. Corner 3. Long. Fighting for the rebound. It's Desmond Cambridge Jr.
You can see Texas Southern is a totally different team defensively without their big guy in the game. I'm talking about Nicholas, and Arizona State is trying to take advantage. But good job there by Barnes, the sophomore, to get the rebound and push it for Texas Southern.
Alfonso Gaffney misses from the free throw line. Now it's P.J. Henry who slows it down for TSU. Excellent take through traffic, but he could not finish. That was Devon Barnes with a miss. Collins out for the dunk. TSU too slow back on defense, and Collins takes advantage.
Collins is doing his thing offensively and defensively. You can see right there he snuck behind John Walker III to be able to get the basketball and slam it home for Arizona State. Man, Arizona now has a nice, comfortable 6-point lead against Texas Southern.
Left wing 3 right there for P.J. Henry.
As soon as I said that, P.J. Henry knocks down a 3-pointer, cuts the lead down to 3 points for Texas Southern. It's going to be a battle between the 2 point guards right now, Collins and P.J. Henry. Collins right now with the basketball.
Credit to Alfonso Gaffney for the pass on the Collins run-out dunk on the prior possession. Now it's Gaffney in the paint, handing off. 5 to shoot for Horn. Horn for 3. Rebound cleared by Devon Barnes.
You got to push it if you're Texas Southern. You want to put some pressure on the defense of Arizona State right now.
Pull up. off the mark.
Yeah, that was a bad opportunity. Bad shot there by Barnes. You want to at least be able to get a better look at the basket. The sophomore rests that shot, in my opinion. Missed opportunity there for Texas Southern.
Wide open three for Frankie Collins.
So guess who? Mr. Collins. Coach want him to be a facilitator, but I feel like Collins is feeling it right now. He's red hot. Keep shooting the ball, Mr. Collins.
Timeout.
In-city rival between Texas Southern right across the street playing the U of H Cougars. You'll be there on Wednesday afternoon for that game. And, they got Auburn on deck. And it just seems like every year Texas Southern is not shying away from any Power 5 schools or top-tier basketball programs. And right there you can see why, because he has athletic players that compete each and every game.
Zyterius Mortal, the freshman from Louisiana, with the bucket. He looked really good in the first half. Energy off the bench for the freshman Zyterius Mortal. Late whistle. Frankie Collins will go to the free throw line. He only got 4 points in the first half. He scored 7 points early in the second half.
Yeah, Collins has really woke up here in the second half. You see Mortal, a freshman from Texas Southern, with a reverse layup, athleticism, and really good move there. But Collins is the go-to guy for Arizona State on the road here in Houston, Texas. He's aggressively going to the basket in the second half. And if Texas Southern want to get back in the game, it's right there. You got to stop number 10. Right now, he has the hot hand for the Sun Devils.
Collins makes both up to 13 points. Jordan Gilliam. Marin off a screen, but he stepped out.
Another missed opportunity. Again, Texas Southern got to do the little things. You cannot step out of bounds. If you're Texas Southern, and missed opportunity offensively for Texas Southern. Coach Jones is looking down the bench right now to replace the player.
17 turnovers for Texas Southern today. Collins. Alley-oop finished. Warren Washington.
Man, I tell you, Warren Washington, much needed alley-oop there for Arizona State. Catching Texas Southern sleeping defensively without their big man in the game in Nicholas. And you can tell Arizona State want to take advantage of that as they get the basketball now and pushing it down the court.
Corner three there from Austin Nunez.
To Coach Jones, you want to see your players play through this. They have the experience to be able to do that, but it looks like Coach Jones is getting the ball pushed up the court to be able to try to find something offensively. You got to find a way to get it done without your big man Nicholas in the game right now. Sean Walker III must be their go-to guy.
Kick out, straightaway three. Off the back iron, missed from Carter, pulled in by Warren Washington. The second three of the second half for Nunez. Cambridge Jr. steps into a three. That misses. John Walker III with the rebound. Maybe too early in the shot clock for that, even though it was an open look for Zyterius Mortal.
Yeah, Texas Southern right now is ice cold offensively, relying too much on the jump shooting, missing shots. Arizona State is taking advantage of it and pushing the lead and getting pressure from adversity, going ice cold shooting from the outside and relying too much on the outside shooting. Without their big man in the game, Carl Nicholas, the 6'9" grad student, Texas Southern's gone cold offensively. I really believe they need to lean more on John Walker III. We know he can get hot real quick. You saw that right before halftime. But if they're not careful, Matt, in my opinion, this game can slip away from them from their home fans. Because Arizona State is red hot, and that's the guys making the shots for them right there is Collins on the road.
Collins makes 1 of 2 up to 14 points. Could be a timing issue. TSU really limited Arizona State in the first half. 28 points allowed, but they've already allowed 23 since halftime. A lot of it feels like transition and bench points. A 24-6 bench point edge for Arizona State over TSU today.
That's the biggest difference. I mean, early on, Arizona State struggled offensively from the first half. DJ Horn came into the game, brought that much-needed spark, and you can see the results. 24 points off the bench for Arizona State as a unit, and Texas Southern only 6. But you know, here we are, down by 10 points. Texas Southern right now got to claw their way back into this game.
Henry now 9 points on 7 shots. Open 3 missed by Devin Cambridge. 10-point game. Henry. Reach and foul by Nunez.
Nunez looks shocked right there. Call for the foul. You can see trying to get around the screen. It's tough being a freshman. Nunez right now coming back to his home state. Homecoming here.
Great crossover for Henry. Teardrop in the lane.
And that's where it starts right there. P.J. Henry, the senior for Texas Southern. They're going to cut into this lead. They got to start at the point guard position. It starts with Mr. P.J. Henry for the Texas Southern Tigers offense.
Single digits now. Desmond Cambridge Jr. for Frankie Collins. Uses a screen. Missed the 3. Rebound for Walker the third. Henry for 3. Plus the foul.
I told you. What did I tell you, Matt? It starts with the senior, P.J. Henry. Out of Shadow Creek High School, you can see right there, knocking down a huge three-pointer and getting a chance for a 4-point play. Look at P.J. Henry here, crossing over the freshman Nunez with the floater to the basket, knocking it down for Texas Southern. Well, here it is, a huge three-pointer. Nunez trying to recover defensively, but Mr. Henry says not in my house as he knocks down a huge three-pointer, 4-point opportunity here for P.J. Henry.
Disciplined screens, Lemont. Remember early on in this game, both teams called for 3 or 4 moving screens. That was a good screen for the 3. Misses the chance of the 4-point play. Texas Southern back within 5. Warren Washington. Horn gets downhill. Pulls up from 15. And a nice rebound. Henry tapped it to himself. Henry, extra pass, left wing 3. Off the mark. Loose ball foul after the miss from Jordan Gilliam.
See right here, Gilliam has an open shot opportunity for Texas Southern, missed opportunity, but the freshman comes in and swipes at the basketball and called for the loose ball foul.
Frankie Collins, guarded by Mortal. Washington hands off. Muhammad lobs it inside. Warren Washington. Great pass cross court, but in travel.
Yeah.
Bobby Hurley arguing his case after the travel calls.
You see the pass one go over to the opposite side of the court. Lost Collins right there. Takes the step, call for the travel.
Good out-of-conference road record before Bobby Hurley arrived. Arizona State 8-22 in its previous 30 out-of-conference road games. But since he took over 9-3 out-of-conference road games, one of the best marks in the country during that span. P.J. Henry under the basket. Corner 3.
Nice.
Rolls in for John Walker III.
I told you John Walker III is a guy that can get hot real quick. It's a microwave type shooter. He can knock down the three-pointer. We saw that early in the first half before halftime. And John Walker III with a huge three-pointer for Texas Southern, cutting the lead down to 3 points here late in the second half.
11 points for John Walker III. Frankie Collins. Luther Muhammad.
Oh, good block.
Turned away. Rejected by John Walker III. To tie the game, but he stepped out of bounds. P.J. Henry stepped on the sideline.
Man, I tell you, something about this left side by us right here. Everyone's stepping out of bounds. P.J. Henry, you can see good rotation of the basketball for Texas Southern. You can see that left foot right there. Good shot by our cameraman catching P.J. Henry, the senior, stepping out of bounds. Negated the shot, give the ball back to the Arizona State Sun Devils.
3-point game. DJ Horn. Muhammad. Austin Nunez. Washington. Good defensive possession.
Texas Southern ball, good help defense as he comes into the middle lane. Be able to come up short with that left hook. With the right hook, with the air ball, giving it back to Texas Southern.
Washington frustrated after that miss.
Texas Southern only down by 3 points. Don't rely on the three-point shooting. Try to get the ball inside to be able to establish yourself in the paint, in my opinion. Maybe get a chance at the free throw line.
P.J. Henry was fouled.
Oh.
Either
free throw line, only 5 for 14. Coach Jones in the shot right there. He is preaching to his players right now. Knock down the free throws as P.J. Henry, the senior, is at the free throw line right now for Texas Southern.
1 of 3 today. He makes the first. TSU got back in the game partially with 3-pointers. 1 for 5 from deep in the first half. 4 for 9 from downtown in the second half.
The second half was a big difference is P.J. Henry. I mean, he set majority of the bench in the first half, got some foul trouble, picked up 2 quick fouls. But the mismatch between the senior and P.J. Henry going against a freshman in Nunez, a young man out of the state of Texas coming back to his home state, P.J. Henry is taking advantage of that opportunity, the mismatch, and the three-point shooting helped him get his team back into the game. A slam dunk there for Arizona State.
Warren Washington followed the play beautifully. Perfect timing on the rebound and dunk. Lead back to 4. Titirius Mortal. P.J. Henry goes baseline. Mid-range from P.J. Henry.
Oh, he's cooking now. He's cooking with grease. P.J. Henry is feeling it from the outside. This young man is, well, actually the senior is putting his team on his back here late in the second half in front of the home fans. It's going to be exciting how this thing has come down to the wire as Mr. Henry is red hot for the Texas Southern Tigers offense.
17 for Henry on 6 of 10 shooting. Contested 3. Miss Nunez, offensive rebound and put back.
Out.
Big shot for Nunez.
That hurts right there. Even though he's a freshman, he was at the right place at the right time. Mr. Nunez back in his home state with a nice shot there for Arizona State. Coach Bobby Hurley high-fived the freshman as he made the shot.
It's been a rebounding edge all day today for TSU. That was the biggest rebound of the afternoon. An 8th offensive board for ASU. Free throws coming. Rolled off the rim. Nearly an and one opportunity. John Walker III will go to the line.
Watch this move here by John Walker III. Actually, this is Nunez behind. Gets the rebound. A huge rebound for Arizona State. The spin move back to the basket. The foul. Man, you cannot get the shooter's touch in the second half. John Walker got that touch in the first half. I'm pretty sure he would love to get it in the second half, but have an opportunity at the free throw line.
He made the first. He misses the second after the third foul from Devin Cambridge.
If you're Texas Southern right now, Matt, you got to put pressure on Collins. You can't allow him to freely get in the lane like you just saw there and put pressure on your defense.
2 good looks at the follow-up. And a layup from Zyterius Mortal.
The freshman takes the ball and elevates and gets the layup and gets the fans back into this game with less than a minute and 45 seconds to go here. Texas Southern is on versus a tough Arizona State team. Let's see how things play out here defensively for Texas Southern.
Washington off the back iron. Rebounded by Mortal. 90 seconds left. It's a 1-point game in Houston.
And here we go, Matt. Everybody's standing on their feet here at Texas Southern right now. Their fans want to get this lead and conceal and try to get this victory here in front of their home fans. P.J. Henry with the basketball, slicing and dicing, but gives up the basketball.
Henry lost it. Cambridge the other way. Tough finish from Frankie Collins. There was some contact, maybe the rule of verticality. No and one, but Collins extends the lead to 3.
Here we go. Less than a minute to go here. Coach Jones wants to call a timeout and regroup his offense.
55 seconds left. P.J. Henry for Texas Southern. Into Mortal. Walker III. Henry off a screen. Back for Walker. Open 3. Long. Mortal grabs the rebound. 18-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Henry step back three. We're tied at 57.
And just like that, P.J. Henry ties up the ball game. The senior with a huge three-pointer for Texas Southern as they call it.
C.J. Horn will inbound.
If you're Texas Southern right now, Matt, you can't give up any cheap fouls. You got to play solid defense, man-to-man defense, and not rely on, not reach in and draw a foul.
Frankie Collins, about a 1 second difference between the two clocks. Collins gets the screen. Collins waiting.
There it is.
Horn off the back iron. Mortal's fouled. Mortal was fouled with 4.8 seconds left.
And if Texas Southern, which they are in the bonus, it's going to come down to the freshman Immortal. Have an opportunity to knock down these free throws. Hey, it goes back to the thing we talked about. Texas Southern has to do the little thing, and it's going to be the free throws that's going to get them the victory here. Two huge free throws opportunities for the freshman and Immortal right now.
Reach-in foul from Austin Nunez. First free throws today for Mortal. He missed the first of the 1-and-1. Rebounded by TSU. Turnaround for the win is long. And we're going to overtime. It was a good look.
Here in this overtime. Hopefully it's Texas Southern, but Arizona State is playing really good basketball, especially led by Collins.
Arizona State controls the tip. Nunez stays out there. He has 4 fouls. Cambridge has 3. And Enoch Bowichi also with 3 fouls for Arizona State. Collins with the alley-oop. Wonderfully done from Collins in the air for Warren Washington.
Yeah, Washington with his consecutive alley-oop here had one in the second half, and now in overtime without the big guy in the game right now, Nicholas for Texas Southern. It just feels like Arizona State has continued to attack them in the paint.
22 points for P.J. Henry.
He's still hot. I mean, P.J. Henry's hot. I mean, it transitioned over to overtime and ties this game back up for Texas Southern.
Henry 8 of 12 from the field. Cambridge back out for Frankie Collins. 10 to shoot. Everything but the finish there from Collins.
Good look there by Collins. He had an opportunity to lay it in, just didn't go for him. If you're P.J. Henry right now, you want to be able to take your time offensively, set up your half-court offense. But you want to be the guy with the last shot, because you know he has the hot hand, P.J. Henry, right now for Texas Southern.
Henry to the paint, kicks it out. Mortal attacks and finishes.
Man, I like the mindset and the mentality of the freshman Immortal right there. The freshman out of Alexandria, Louisiana, is not afraid to go to the basket and playing some huge basketball for the Texas Southern Tigers as they take the lead now by 2 points.
Kicked out. Nunez from deep. Missed it. One hand tip in from Collins off the mark.
Arizona State is going cold offensively. They can't afford to go cold against a red hot offensive right now, especially in half court Texas Southern Tigers. It seems like Mortal is starting to get going offensively. We know P.J. Henry can knock down the outside shot as well. Texas Southern fans is up and ready. A block shot.
Rejection there from Devin Cambridge against P.J. Henry. Now it's Nunez in transition. Back for Collins. Nunez made 2 threes in the second half. He missed his last attempt here in overtime. Lobbed inside. It hit the rim before it hit the hands of Cambridge. Now it's Henry. Missed it. Put back and the roll for John Walker III.
Right place at the right time for John Walker III. The 6'9" grad student was able to tip it back in and stay home for Texas Southern. He was able to push this lead here in overtime. Good penetration there by P.J. Henry, but Mr. Walker was able to clean it up after Henry missed the shot for Texas Southern Tigers.
Horn takes the 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Grayson Carter.
I tell you right now, the momentum is on Texas Southern Tigers' side right now. And they can't afford to have any miscues or turnovers here with less than 2 minutes to go in overtime. If you're P.J. Henry, you want to go with a high percentage shot and be able to take some time down off the clock and be able to play smart basketball.
Henry from the corner. Long. Rebounded by Arizona State. Cleared by Warren Washington. Here comes Frankie Collins. Hesitation. Plus the foul. Will it count? Continuation is given. It's a fourth foul on P.J. Henry.
Yeah,
Collins will go to the line.
Henry looks gassed right now. He looks a little fatigued and tired, breathing hard, as you see right here. And Collins takes advantage of that, going right at Henry. You see Henry's hand right there on the basketball and on the hand of Collins. Count the basket as Mr. Collins knocks down the shot with a three-point play opportunity here for Arizona State late in this overtime.
T.J. Horn and Austin Nunez both go to the bench. Collins makes the free throw. 19 for Frankie Collins.
Yeah, I was going to say Collins has been their go-to guy throughout this game, especially in the second half, and transition over to overtime with a 1-point lead by Texas Southern. They better either find a way to get going offensively with Mortal, or they can't have miscues like that.
Here's Henry playing with 4 fouls. Mid-range in the lane. Poked out to the corner. Picked up by Luther Muhammad.
You got to
Here
stop
come
the
Sun Devils.
You got to stop the basketball if you're Texas Southern. You can't let them penetrate to the paint, and be able to attack your defense.
Collins.
1 minute remaining overtime.
Beautiful touch from Collins. To Southern. Only player on the court with 4.
And if you're P.J. Henry right now, you want to be able to secure the basketball, get it across the half-court line, but go to the basket. Don't rely on the jump shot. You're in the bonus, so you get an opportunity at the free throw line. You might get an and one opportunity as well.
Mortal. Top of the key for Carter. Now it's P.J. Henry. Inside. Turnaround is there. John Walker III. TSU back in front.
If you're Texas Southern right now, you got to play some real huge defense, help defense against Collins.
Collins was fouled. There was about a 7-second difference on the clocks. Grayson Carter, hard foul against Frankie Collins.
And Matt, I kind of felt that right when Collins got the basketball. You can see that he made up in his mind that he was going to the basket and he's going to carry his team and will their way to the victory. You can see right there, watch Walker sneaks in on the backside. Nice teardrop jumper right there by Walker, the grad student at 6'9". But Collins right now has 2 huge free throws for Arizona State here in overtime.
He makes the first. He's 7 of 8 from the line today. Tied at 65. He makes both. Clutch free throw shooting from Frankie Collins. 8 of 9 from the line today. About a half-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
And here it is right here. Here's the game. If you're P.J. Henry, you want to be able to control the basketball, get it back to your playmaker. P.J. Henry has to come back to the basketball and get it from Carter.
Here's Henry, guarded by Luther Muhammad. 12 seconds left. P.J. Henry. Tip in, rolls off, tapped in. Zyterius Mortal gives TSU the lead.
You got to stop the basketball if you're Texas Southern.
Knocked away from Collins. The game is over. TSU.